Hey everybody, how you all doing? Welcome on back. How you doing, team of the Viking streamer? Thank you very much for the resub, bud. Mr. Bodie and Mr. Jers, how you guys doing today? Welcome on back. Hopefully the shoutouts are now working. I've just turned it back on. Stupid thing. Um, Let's give you guys a shout out. Is it working or not? I don't know. Well, it's showing up, but the link's up. Oh man, I think Twitch is having a funny 5 minutes again. Team Miller 63. Nope, let's try turning you off and back on again. Refresh. Stupid freaking bots. But how you guys all doing today? Obviously it is Wednesday once again. And actually while I think about it, let's jump into the game. So you guys can see what's going on. Right, where's Cloudbot? Cloudbot there. And it's turned itself back off again. What in the heck? No, you want to stay on, mate. Trust me. Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's try that one more time. T Miller 63. Oh, the joys of streaming. There we go. I'll give Mr. Viking a shout out. VIKING streaming 2020. And there we go. Coolio. Right, so, oh, and Mr. Cope as well. Might as well give you a shout out while we're at it. How you doing, Cope? And thank you very much, by the way, for that little present. There's that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I'm going to actually show it in a minute. I think I've got everybody now. There we go. Cool. Right then, back to the show. Oh, the Viking. By the way, I'm trying out that what you call it, Twitch chat thing extension. Hang on, let me go into my desktop just so you can see what I'm on about. So this thing right here, it is friggin' annoying. This is annoying me. Oh, yeah, I thought I'd try it out, but obviously I can just literally look across things. So I think from now on, I'm just going to carry on with um, the old-fashioned way. Right, so yeah, we are back on the NBC's map, obviously Underhill. Yeah, it's an extension. You can actually have it on your window. So that's like an overlay type thing. Uh, Vikings. I actually asked Viking about it a while ago, and obviously he found it for me because he was using something similar. And to be honest, I like seeing the game. I hate seeing like text and stuff coming up over my gameplay. So yeah. um. Oh heck. It's called Twitch Chat Overlay. And all you do is literally, I think basically you install it and then load it in over your game itself. Um, Go away, you. Give me a second. What am I missing? What am I missing? That one. There it is. Got to rearrange all my screens again. There we go. There we go. Right then. So today, obviously, we do have the Gowl, or whatever you want to pronounce it, pack installed. So for anybody who has not seen this yet, or Gavel, what I want to pronounce it. Obviously, this is what came out yesterday for everyone. I know some people have updated recently, adding this in, and it's causing issues to load. So you may have to try a couple of times, or go into like your updater folder and maybe delete whatever in there and try to reload that way. Delete your cache. Hopefully you'll be able to figure something out. If not, you may need to contact like Giants. Hey Oppies, how you doing? Did you get that sorted, by the way? So, just a quick one. Obviously, I've not actually seen this properly in game yet, so I'm going to quickly run through what you get with this DLC. So, obviously, you do get a round bale handler here. It's a pretty simple little thing. Obviously, it can connect to front loaders, telehandlers, and front loaders. Okay, so just that. And obviously this is going to pick up your round bales from 125 to 150 centimeters. Obviously to show these off on the which column? Fact sheet Fridays. So there's that one. Obviously got a square bale version, and obviously this will do up to 180. It's kind of a nice little thing actually. And obviously you can do a 3-point and front loader there, or a telehandler. Also got a bale wrapper. Obviously this will actually attach to your front loaders, and I'm going to guess telehandler as well. Yep, there we go. As you can see, obviously configuration wise, it does have the option for it to flip the bales onto their side. It's kind of cool, so they don't roll away. Hey, Grits fan, how you doing, bud? Hope I'm doing great, and you? Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly run through these. At some point, I do want to have a look at these in-game, try them out. There's possibly going to be a couple of bits I'm going to be releasing today, actually, because I've got a couple of fields, or at least one field I want to get in and maybe get bailed up. I might do this and give it a try. Obviously, foil wrap wise, it's all your base game ones, your white, black, green, and all that. So that's kind of cool. Obviously, that will obviously attach, like I said, on your 3-point, your front loader, and your telehandler. Going on from there, you got there's a couple more bale wrappers. Obviously, these are the trailed ones. Obviously, this will do from your 125 centimeter bales up to your 150 round bales only, guys. Okay. Obviously, wrap design you can have with the bale and turning thing. You're turning your end turner, especially this little add-on here, and this just flips the bale over as it's unloading, so it goes flat. Hey there, cowboy. It's kind of cool actually. So obviously, if you're cutting grass on a mountainside or a hillside, obviously normally it'll just roll it off and it'll just roll down the hill. Obviously this is going to flip it onto its side so it stops that from happening. It's kind of cool. I like that option. And a lot of this stuff has that now added. Obviously you've got different wheel brands there, different wheel widths as well. Some can be changed, some can't, depending on the brand. Same again with the foil color. You got this the box standard in-game stuff, and obviously you can add a license to that as well. So that's nice, and obviously that will do your round bales. And obviously you do. Actually, I don't think you actually need a horsepower to run these things, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so this one is kind of a nice one. This would actually do your round and square bales. Obviously, this is going to do from 125 up to 150 centimeter round bales, and up to the 180 square bales. Whee. From what I understand, you don't need to actually have this attached to a tractor. I may be wrong. I know some of the guys, when they were testing it out, they weren't hooked up to anything. So that's kind of a nice idea. You can just drop it and then go off, grab your bales and load them on. Obviously, same again with the bale foil colours. So yeah, definitely liking that. It can stand alone. Yeah, I thought it was. That is very cool. I heard there is a problem with the new DLC on modded maps. It makes the game crashes. So what it basically is, all of the maps need to be updated to basically add in the new, well, it's not really bale types, but the something. Obviously NBC's map. Obviously this one, Underhill, is being updated. Wolf Creek will be updated soon. Obviously, just waiting on Dave to get the update out to you guys for that. But a lot of them have to have an extra bale type added to it if they're not pointing to the base game stuff, but in essence. So if you are on a modded map for the minute and you find that your game won't load up, just remove the Gowl pack and keep trying. Hopefully they'll get updated. So obviously keep an eye on Mod Hub there. And that's for obviously for all you guys. And obviously if you've got it from a different website, not sure how that would work. Just keep an eye on the websites, I guess, because I know some map makers will post them onto third-party websites, and yeah, they may not necessarily get updated. So just bear that in mind. But obviously that does go with all DLCs. Some maps may need to be updated to include certain things. So anyway, so back to this next one. So obviously we're getting into the balers now. And obviously this is going to be for one of your round balers, and this is up to 125 baler. It's just another baler, to be honest, in my opinion. There's nothing special about it. It's blue. It's no different to like the New Holland and stuff that we've got already, really. But yeah, obviously it does go up to 17 kilometers there. So that's kind of cool. I don't know, I can't remember, but I've got a feeling this has a dual capacity in it. So we'll see. PV Uncharted Revisited is yeah, obviously PV yeah Revisited as well. So you can use that there. But the Bale sell point on the map will be updated soon. Okay. Okay, so that's just a box standard round bales. Obviously, it'll go up to 125. That's about it, really. So, obviously, on to the next one. This is another one that's basically in the game already. Um, I think it's like the Kun one, maybe. I can't remember. Um, but obviously, it's a new brand, so it's something a bit different. Looks a little bit different in places, so it's kind of cool. Obviously, this will do your round bales from one up to 125, basically. But it also has the option for wrapping on the back for up to 125. So whatever it puts out, it'll be able to wrap. In other words, obviously design you can have it with or without. Obviously that little bale turner, which is kind of I would say I would be adding this permanently to my balers. Obviously with this as well, you do have the addition of the silage additive tank. You can have it with or without. And obviously it's going to add this little bottle onto the front, which is kind of nice. And obviously that is going to just up your price a little bit, but it's kind of cool. Obviously, bog standard bale foil there, your license plate, and obviously it will go up to 17 kilometers an hour. And also it does need a tractor, a minimum of 160 horsepower. Pottinger, that's the one. Thanks. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff is very similar to what we've already got. Obviously, it is a new black brand, so just bear that in mind as well, guys. So choose what you want, what you like, and what is going to be affordable for you. Because obviously price is going to be a big thing as well. If you're just starting out on a map and say for instance this is cheaper than the Pottinger version, I'd be going for this one and go for there. So obviously going from there, obviously we're now going into the two stationary balers. Now this is the smallest one of the two. So this is the F115. I really wish I had a chance to show this off last week, really, but it is what it is. So with this one, this does have a 20,000 litre capacity storage, which is this little bit here, and obviously that just drops down, and you can actually fill direct into it that way from a loading wagon or a trailer, which is really, really cool. I like this idea. Obviously, you do need something hooked up to it that has at least 120 horsepower to run it. So it could be like a small tractor or a little PTO trailer type thing, which is kind of nice. The tipper will keep tipping. Yeah, and yeah, so obviously if you have a tipper over obviously that unloading spot, it will keep unloading until the tipper is empty. So that is a really nice addition that Giants have added in with this pack as well. Obviously this will do up to 125 centimeter bales, round bales. Got to state that, not the square ones. And also it will also wrap up to that as well, bales. Now, obviously, what you can have is just a standard where it just unloads onto the floor, and it will also have that bale turner on there, which is really kind of cool. So you can flip it on the side. Now, I know Big Daddy was testing this Friday, and obviously, one thing he was kind of thinking is, can you have it raised up on a hill type thing so you can roll the bales away? Yes, you can. You can just leave it as standard, and obviously, when it unloads, it'll roll off down the hill if you want, or the ramp, or into storage if you wanted to, really. Obviously, you can add in the silage additive, and obviously you got your standard bog oh, foil colours, and obviously license plates. Now, one thing is, obviously, you can once you get this onto the field and unfold it on, I believe it's on this side on the inside. There is actually a little display. It might be the other side actually. Um, bear in mind at the minute, I don't know if they fixed it, but I know during Big Daddy's testing, the left side is it okay. Um, it wasn't working properly, so hopefully they've been able to fix it. If not, there should be an update coming at some point for that. But obviously, like T Miller mentioned as well, guys, obviously with this pack, if you're using Maze Plus, it was just updated today on the in-game mod hub. So make sure to get that update because it makes it compatible with this DLC as well. It works fine for you? Okay. Is that the smaller one, yeah, Viking? Because I know the display wasn't quite working right. Maybe they got it fixed before it was released, but yeah. Both of them? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, from what I remember, it wasn't counting all the way up to the 20,000 or whatever it was for the bale. So hopefully they fixed that. So obviously gone into its bigger brother now. Obviously same again, capacity wise 20,000 litres, needs 120 horsepower. Obviously this will actually do from 125 up to your 150 centimetre round bales and have the option to wrap them, which is nice. Now one thing to bear in mind with both of these, you can do additional bales, and I'll get into that in just a second. So obviously you can have your standard design, you can have it with your bale turner to stop obviously the bales from rolling away. It was a cool addition. Be nice if that was something like that was added to some of the other bale wrappers and combos. That'd be kind of nice. And obviously you do have the option to have a silage additive as well if you wanted to. Obviously same again, foil colours and obviously your license plate. Now obviously this will do your straw, your hay, your grass bales as normal, but it'll also do your chaff, sugar beet cuts, and TMR. And that's on both of these, okay? So you can actually bale up those additional 3 products if you wanted to, which I think is a really, really cool idea. So yeah, just obviously bear that in mind as well. So if you've got a buttload of sugar beet cuts in storage, what you could technically do is get them baled up into say 150 centimeter bales, get them wrapped, shove them into a storage, and that is just so much easier to take a bale out. The only thing I don't know, and I don't think anybody's actually tested, is whether you can actually unload these bales into production like that. So for instance, the sugar beet cuts, can they go into say for instance Dajnet's sugar mill extended factory? That would be interesting because obviously it's a bale. I don't think it's got. I think it's only a standard standard trigger for that. So that's something to bear in mind as well. They may be able to go into other productions. So the production meter set up to the new bales. Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually. So we may have to on some of the factories, like obviously Dave's ones. Obviously they are going to be revisited anyway at some point to add in obviously new crops on his map. And we might actually just add in a bale trigger as well, so we can use like the sugar beet cut bales. But yeah, that is basically what you're going to be getting. It is available for everybody now through either the season pass or you can actually buy it separate. And you can literally buy it. You'll get your email confirmation come through. You'll probably get a second email with a code where you just go over to your Giants website to the download section and put your code in and you'll get access to it straight away. Then all you do is download it, install it on, and you're good to go. Obviously make sure to activate it when you go into your map, your save game and stuff. So at some point I do want to check these out, but as we just spent about 20 minutes covering that, let's get into the game and see what we can do, hey? There we go. So, actually there is something else in there. I wonder, did it show up? Let me see. Is it not showing? Let me see something. Oh, my mouse was on for 25 minutes. Let me drop the speed down a little bit. There we go. I want to just see something. Is it in here? Oh, it is. Oh, good. And without error. So I have been working on, obviously, just a quick one. I'm not going to show too much of this off. The new barrel logistics for anyone who's... Oh, Jesus! Crying out loud, Viking. Ooh, you are so cruel. Dang you. But thank you very much. Yeah, you did get me that time. I was not paying attention. Holy smokes. But yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, so Barrow Logistics is obviously still being worked on. What I've actually done is I've gone through and let me pan this around a bit so you can actually see it a little bit better. So it's quite a big building actually. So the left side will be for products going into... Can Cowboy! I just put my heart back in my chest, you mind? Oh. Okay, so, right, let me get through this quickly, please. Please! So the left side is going to be products that's going to go, there's palleted products that are going into other productions. So things like sugar, molasses, all that sort of stuff. They'll, yeah, thank you. Doing good, thanks, Cowboy. Doing good, and great to see you again, buddy, in here. So yeah, that's what the left side would be. The right side is going to be for stuff that's like your end of line type stuff that's just to be sold straight off, won't go into any other factories. I've pretty much got it set up so far. I've still got a few more things to add in, like this Platinum DLC stuff, but all the doors work, everything's fine. On the inside, if I can find a decent angle, there we go. I hope Dave's going to be happy with this, but I've added in some racking on the inside, and you can fit pallets on there perfectly. I took the in-game pallet fork, that little side loader. Hey, Farm Marks, how you doing? And I took it as high as I could with a pallet, and I was just able to get it on there with the one I was using. So you got plenty of space. You get 3 on each level, so it's kind of cool. So 3, 6, 9. So it's 12 pallets in one section there. So 12, 24, 36 pallets. So it's not bad actually. And obviously I've spaced it just enough so you can actually spin the forklift around and get into those the racking as well. Obviously I've increased the clip distance on the containers at the back. Obviously I've got to keep them as they are because they're kind of a reminder of what we had in obviously 19, and a lot of these factories are coming back if they're not already in 22. Now I'm going to pan around a sec, and if I can get this to, okay, now you can't quite make it, but on the far side on the right you can just about make it out. I'll have to show off in-game at some other point once it's fully finished. But I've actually added in kind of a goods in area with a little desk there. You got some filing cabinets. It's really kind of cool. But yeah, that is something I was working on today. I thought, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Just have a little goods in type area. Got a couple of computers there. It's kind of funny actually. But yeah, I'm still working on this. Obviously, the more products that Dave adds into factories is going to need more stuff added to this. So yeah, it's going to be a long way. But I can actually send this off to Dave and then just send him the XML. Because I think that visually wise, it's pretty much sorted. So what I actually did with this one is I did move, I mentioned it the other day, is the unload trigger to the back. For the simple fact, I was thinking, if I had it on the front, there is the chance that you're going to drive over it and unload the pallets back in. So I thought, if I have it in the back, it's kind of cool. Isn't the alpaca? I'm going to try and figure that one out, Viking. I want to put an alpaca at least on one of the screens. I wonder if I can actually do it from this side. It might be... We will see. Yeah, I can't quite get down low enough because of the clip. But yeah, what I'll have to do is get this in, show you guys on my other save game for this, my test map, at some point. But that obviously will be added into Dave's new map. Right, so, just a quick catch up on the actual farm itself. Let me go into flight mode so I can show you guys what I've been doing. So, I got rid of that big god-awful silo that was up here. To be honest, if any of you guys want some instant money, 1.5 million just for that silo I got. I thought, holy smokes. So if you want to make some money, sell that off, make some money. Obviously I did sell off that big shed that was at the back there. Oh, excuse me. I had a look at the, what was it? The Michigan map shed pack and the Mercury Farm shed packs. Didn't like them. They just did not fit in my opinion with this map. So I'm probably just going to stick with the base game, in-game stuff, maybe colour them red, so I'll have to have a look at that. You want it in your farm and can't afford it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bugger. So yeah, I'm still working on sorting this area out. I do want to get into getting some animals like cows, sheep, chickens into the farm somewhere. And I was actually kind of thinking maybe along this line, pop a fence along here, obviously have cows one side, sheep, chickens around here. This is my idea so far. I'm thinking of extending a little bit of grassland with some trees here, and then have maybe a silo, a smaller one, in this corner over here. This is kind of my idea at the minute for the farm. So actually, let me put speed on a little bit to make it go a little bit faster. Right. So obviously, I have finished off most of my little poplar hedge here. Now, the one issue is obviously where I got up to here, I kind of went a little bit in too far and didn't realise till I got right to the end and thought, oh, bugger it. So I just left it and then obviously just threw a little hedge in. Not hedge, fence in. And I think it really does actually look quite nice, actually. So if I come down to ground level, here we go. So, yeah, so I'm possibly going to add something to that side, I'm not sure. But one thing I have done is I've got some spruce saplings. And I've just put a row going along the hedgerow there. I'm hoping they're not going to come out too far over the road. So, but obviously, until they grow up, I won't know. I may have to take them in a little bit, or at least get rid of one. But obviously, I've got the fence there, which is kind of nice. I've got that bit of forest to remove. One of my aims here is either to extend that field down, or actually create a smaller field here. I'll probably extend that one, to be honest. So that's that side. On this side, obviously I've carried the fence line along there as far as I could. And then I've obviously expanded this field. Obviously where I cleared all these trees out, I've got quite a large area now here. This is one field I need to get planted. I'm hoping today, Discord. Oh, one sec. Yeah, I think I might add that later. I need to figure, actually, Viking, I need to figure out how to, when these sound alerts go off, to have like an image pop up on the screen. So like the chicken dance, have that chicken one going, and obviously a jump scare with that image. I think that'd be kind of cool. That's something I need to figure out. Maybe get with you at some point if you know how to do that. Um, yeah. So anyway, back to the farm. So obviously I've got that extended. It's now ready to go. So these fields are now fertilised. Fine at the minute. Obviously I've just done one application, and obviously where the other day it was saying 0 is pretty much set as perfect. It's kind of cool. Same with this field. That's now showing perfect. 123 expected yield, which is nice. So I'm happy with that. I've got obviously this little forestry area here to clear out, and I might just. I'm actually almost. Nah, that's too much of a hill. I might just add in a small field here. Actually, I think that'd be fine. Right. So in addition to that, obviously, as I had a freaking huge loan, not loan, payback from that silo, I did purchase a couple of extra areas. Save. Let's talk about that in Discord someday. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool. So obviously, when you start off, you do start off right here. So you get 9, 11, 12. Obviously, as you can see, I'm now on field 10. I'm kind of thinking this maybe area might be a nice for an. Oh, actually, let me bring this up. Maybe another field up here. Who knows? We'll see. Obviously, that's got a lot of trees to clear. So one thing at a time. So I did also purchase 35 and 41, and that was mainly for today. The only issue is field 7. Obviously, it is grass. Let me turn that on. It's harvested. Dang it! I forgot I did a contract on that one the other day. Um, but I want to get it at least fertilized, limed, ready for when it is ready. I do want to get in on field 8 today and get that sorted and cut. Actually, I might actually get a hard helper on that. Let me come out of here. Actually, I can do it there, can't I? There. Because he does. I can actually get this. Actually, I can probably do it myself. Let's get rid of that auto drive because that's just bugging me now. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna give this a quick fertilizer, and then what I'll do is I'll get a hard helper to cut this area, and I'm probably gonna set it for hay. Obviously, I want to get sheep. Obviously, sheep can use hay. Obviously, I'm going to need hay for doing TMR. So, yeah, that's probably the best way. Right, so let's turn this on. I did a couple of contracts over the weekend there, or yesterday, I should say, Monday night. And obviously got a fair bit set up on here. So let me rotate you. The only problem thing is, I can barely freaking see those lines on this grass. Let me change that to off, so it should be lines. There we go, that's a little better. For some weird reason, the grass on this really makes it hard to see. Be right back, alright, Viking. But yeah, we'll have to definitely get with you at some point in Discord to fix that up. Right, so there we go. So I have upgraded most of my tractors now, actually. So engines are now upgraded. Obviously, this one now has the narrows onto it, and I have actually gone in, added obviously the scanners. Now, is that actually turned on? Crop sensor is not on. Alt B, let's try that. Might help. So it can scan at the same time. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Get rid of that one. And I've also added it in the little bumpers on the front to all the 3 tractors I've got at the minute. So cool. Hang on a sec. Let me turn around and I'll just see your comment in a sec. What the program called? What do you mean there? And also welcome in. Do you mean the thing with the lines? That is guidance steering. Obviously with guidance steering you do have to purchase it to add it onto your vehicles. There is... Yeah, no worries. There is also a VCA, which is the Vehicle Control Add-on. And it does basically the same thing, but it's free and you can add it to any vehicles whenever you want. You don't have to pay for it. Obviously, I like to try and go more realistic, I suppose is the best way to put it. So hence why I like to pay for it. It's only 15 grand, so it'll do. It's fine. There we go. Obviously, one thing I am focusing on at the minute is contracts when I'm not streaming. And I might actually... Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute, mate. You don't want to go all the way over there. I need to centralize you there. There we go. And we'll get you going again. Now, one thing you can do, obviously, if you want to try and save on your fertilizer, you can actually reduce the width there by doing Control Z. So left Control Z, and as you can see at the bottom of my F1 menu there, it's just reducing that size. Hopefully that should be about right. Yep, that's pretty close. And if you really wanted to, you could actually do the old resetting it. And it'll show you exactly the width you need, which is really cool. So you're not overusing what you've got there. I like it, I like it. Yeah, but this is going to get mowed in a minute. I'll probably use that bigger field for silage in a little while, actually. So, but we'll get this done first, and then I'll go over, get that one sorted out. Actually, I need to keep that open for the minute. I'll turn you off. You're now finished. And we'll just take a little drive over... Which way is the best way? That way, probably. Over here. Obviously, we are on Underhill Valley, for anyone interested, by NBCMASTERDAD. If you do !map in chat, it'll give you the current link for it, which is the current update. Oh, excuse me. And then there's also the auto drive routes as well, which have been set up nicely by Mr. X-Man. There you go, thank you very much. If you do !map AD, so Alpha Delta, that will give you the auto drive routes as well for the map. So let's adjust that to full width. There we go. Turn you back on. And we'll centralize that. Yeah, the thing was with auto drive, not auto drive, guidance steering and VCA, they're very similar. Do a lot of the same things. There you go, thank you, Oppies. Oh yeah, there you go. So you basically got the whole thing there. So yeah, you got the auto drive routes and the map link. Obviously, all you have to do. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? Um, Let me go back around. I've got to adjust the width. Um, yeah, all you have to do is download the PV Wolf Creek map and mod folder, preferably through the mod folder switcher, because obviously that is the most up-to-date version. And then just put both maps in the same folder and load up and have fun. I was having a chat with Dave last night for anybody interested. Obviously, he was hopefully trying to get that mod to work that allows you to have different starter options on a map. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it to properly work, so we do know that Mr. Braven, who did the production revamp mod, is working on something very similar, and hopefully it'll be available for multiplayer as well. Cool, look at that. Obviously that needs to be added in and figured out and everything, so yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I do know that NBC has a link for anyone using Terraform, but unfortunately I haven't got the freaking link with me. But if you go back to his map release stream, around about an hour and 4 minutes into the stream is when he starts putting out the map, the auto drive, and the um, the Terraform as well. And I know that Surfing Cowboy Gaming has tested the map with it and all the implements that come with the pack there, and it works perfectly fine. See, it's not something I'm probably going to use, but you never know. So how do you install the routes? Okay, let me pause this a sec. So let me switch to desktop. So have you hang on. Right, have you downloaded that auto drive routes, yeah? What you need to do is basically load up your save game with auto drive, save it, and then close down your game. And normally your auto drive will be that little download will be in your download folder. Take it from there, go to your documents, my games, Farming Simulator 2022, and then you want to find which save game you want. So obviously for me, I'm using the save game 5 for this map. So go into that folder, and you're basically going to be replacing this folder at the top, or this document I should say at the top. Obviously it'll ask you if you want to replace or keep it, just replace it. Once you've done that, just close this folder down, load up your game, and you should be good to go. And then obviously once you're in game, you can then obviously for me I keep turning it off because it's annoying at times. Alt 0 on the number pad there will bring it up, and you've got your auto drive routes there. So if I say for instance, Gamer Paul, thank you very much for that screamer. Holy crap, that was loud. Yeah, so obviously if I hit the little triangle here, if it's going to allow me to, there we go. Unfortunately, it can't. It's not actually. Cool, you guys are noisy. But yeah, you should get all your auto drive routes there popping up. Obviously, I'm not close enough to the road to see them. And Timo, thank you very much for that jump scare. How's it going there, Gamer Paul? Hopefully that helps you out there, bud. I'm trying to figure out your name. Jibba36, hopefully that's your name. But obviously, that's the same process for any map. I know there's a lot of people out there. Let me change back to the screens a sec.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
And I love you too as well, Oppies. I'm just hoping that's on about another Billy, to be honest. But yeah, thank you very much as well. And yeah, you know, no worries there. Jijaba, I think that is. JLJ Ba. But yeah, as I was going to say, that is the same process for any map with auto drive routes. If you're not sure how to do it, always try and reach out to a streamer or somebody, and they can help you as well. Frickin' heck! I need a drink now. Hang on a sec. Oh yeah. You're killing me, guys. You are. You know that. Thankfully, I finished that. Oh! T Miller, what do you like? Oh man, I missed a bit on there. Oh, fudge nugget. Ah, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you, Gamer Paul. Aww. Why rip? Why rip? No, it's so sad. you, wow. Oh, thank you, OP, Farmer March, Timo. You guys are absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you for the amount of heart attacks I've had today. Oh, and JL J Ba 36. Thank you very much for the follow there. Much appreciated. There we go. Oh yeah. Right, let me adjust this quickly. So I only need a little width, so it should be fine. Hopefully my heart will be back in a minute. Right, home. I want to reset that width. That's fine. And we'll turn that back on. Cool. There we go. I was actually watching somebody a little while ago, streaming on this map actually. And okay, Shy. Is this what you were talking about? Yeah, that's the link. Oh, you're a good lad. Thank you. Oh, I think I'm all scared out for the minute. But thank you very much for that jump scare. Thank you, Mr. Shy Wizard. You're a superstar. It is. And obviously, if anybody is using Terraform, thank you, Mr. T Miller and Oppies, for the jump scare and screamer. You guys are determined today to kill me, ain't you? Oi. But yeah, there is the link for the Terraform stuff. Thanks to Mr. Shy Wizard. I totally forgot to grab it the other day. Right. So I need to turn that off. That's pretty much finished now. So I need to get this back to the main farm. So that's kind of cool. Right. So let's stick you on cruise control a sec. Let me change my. Make sure I'm on the right screen. I am. I can see chat again. Cool. And actually, while I think about it, where is it? NBC. I'm going to pin that there. Now that I've got my heart back in my chest. So what you should see now, guys, is at the top of the chat menu there is the link for the map for anybody during the stream who wants to grab it. You're more than welcome to. But yeah, how are you doing there, Mr. Shy Wizard? Here we go. Actually, one thing what was really weird, I don't know why, but this trigger area back here for me the other day was rotated like on a 90-degree angle. I don't know what was going on with it. Let me turn that off. It was really weird. I ended up having to go into the save game, Placeables XML, and getting it set properly. Very good, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good actually. Doing pretty good. Yeah, actually, I'm strangely enjoying this map as well. Don't tell Dave, okay? Probably kill me. Um, yeah, I haven't loaded up Wolf Creek in a little while, so I'm gonna have to get in and do some more work on there at some point. But yeah, I've got a few plans for this one. I think for the minute, what I'm going to do is stream this one until Dave's map comes out for either testing purposes or for you guys to see it properly. And then I'll probably switch over to there. But at least for now, while I'm streaming, I'm going to do this one every day, or every week, I should say. um, but yeah, it was kind of weird. Like I was about to say actually, is I was watching someone earlier playing on this map, and I don't know what mods they were using, but it in the contract menu, it was bringing up a little square that told you how much fertilizer you needed for that contract, and it was really, really coming up short to the point that I think there must have been a mod conflict going on. Because he did have contract on one of the fields, and it would not allow him to accept it. Wow, I just realised that is a big area. Depending on how much of that I own, I might be extending this field a bit more. Hmm. And I think that's fully fertilised as well now. It needs a bit of lime on there, so I might just go grab the lime spreader and put that on there first of all. But yeah, I'd be interested to see if he actually gets it fixed or figures it out. I did. I did see it. Yeah, it's kind of nice actually. I want to have a closer look at it. Actually, at some point. Now, from what I understand, it's only something that needs to be set up in the i3D for it to work, if I remember rightly. I only quickly read it the other day, and it allows you to change the buildings and stuff. I'll definitely have a look at that. The other thing is, I'm not sure if they'd work on, like, say, the 19 stuff, but be worth a try. For the simple fact is, obviously, the buildings pack that we had on PV County, I would love to have them back as they were, but I'll obviously have that colour optionable with them. But yeah, I don't know how Thunder's set all that up, but he's done a freaking good job of it, that's for sure. I do know that he did do, I think it was an update earlier for that as well. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Yeah, I've seen the post on Facebook and I really need to get in and have a look at that properly. But yeah, very, very cool. You didn't use his script? Ah, okay. There was no need. Oh, alright. Ah. See, that's why you're the shy wizard. You figure these things out really easily. Yeah, that is something I would love to figure out, is how you do the different coloured buildings. That would be kind of cool. And I think it might be something T. Miller might be interested as well, because obviously he has done the small storage. And if any of you guys have not seen it as well, let me just quickly show this. It'll be under the same categories as silos there. Let me just scroll across. So it's this little guy here. And this will actually hold any pallets. And I think it'd be kind of nice if that was color optionable as well. It does require Blender, is it? Oh, okay, that's me bugging then. I'm used to Blender. Welcome back there, Viking streaming. I would imagine what you'd have to do is probably export the visuals and then do something with the actual building so it has the different color options, vertex design maybe on it. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of nice, and maybe some different colors, maybe a black version or something like that. I know that could be done kind of separately, but yeah, need to have a look at that. Definitely need to start learning Blender, I think, a little bit more. But yeah, welcome back there, Viking. And obviously Viking has a DM in Discord from T. Miller. Actually, right, what I'm going to do is probably do this one myself. I'm going to grab another tractor with the mowers, and I'll get that started in a minute. So let's get it set up first of all, next to my field. These little patches are starting to do my head, so I might be coming through and just tidying up some of these little patches of long grass. Right, so that will be fine there for a second. Right, so now is it inside? Where are you? There's that. There it is. Yes, I was even able to purchase mowers as well. Right then. So this is especially for today. Obviously, as I'm doing dry grass, I needed, so I can leave this on nice wide swath if I want to. But yeah, it'd be nice if it had like a hitch on the back of this thing, so you can run a rake or something behind it. That'd be nice. Oh, that's just a stand, isn't it? Also, I should really actually try out BDB SSB's one again. I used it on Wolf Creek a while ago. It's the where you can link the two of them always together. I have to get that brought over at some point. Now I'm kind of wondering whether I should do this area as well before ploughing it. I know that with precision farming it can have an impact on your overall score. Oh, I might do that later and see if it will or not. Right, so let's put you on cruise control. What is my score at the minute? So I'm on 51, so I'm slowly getting there. Obviously I do need to get this field planted. Oh, look at that, that's a funny little spot right there. Oh well. That one's fertilised, that's fertilised. So obviously I'm going to head up to field 8. Get that done. That's ready. I'm probably going to need to get lime on that as well. But yeah. Hopefully we'll get to try out one of these new balers. There we go. But yeah, what you guys been up to? Anything exciting in the last couple of days? I know I've just been sort of mainly taking it easy. Obviously working a little bit on the logistics centre there. Took me ages to find a few. Obviously I went into every single of the base game maps to find little bits and pieces like desks and computers and stuff, and found them. So I'm kind of happy with that. Obviously just need to finish off at some point. Obviously getting in the Platinum DLC products into this storage now, that warehouse, and see what other ones I can get in there. Right, so, but yeah, if you haven't played it on this map yet or seen any of the streams, if you look on the road there just in front of me that I'm on at the minute, that's actually rocks that you can actually pick up and actually use if you wanted to, guys. And there's a lot of these roads around here that have that on there. So just bear that in mind. So I know on the in-game mod hub there is a cool little scraper there. That is definitely well worth trying out. Excuse me. Right. Right, let's see if we can get this all to work. There we go. Yep. Now also, if you have multiple implements as well and you weren't aware, you can hold control down in X to unfold and fold. Control V to lower and raise. Both implements at the same time, and also Control B will turn both on at the same time. That's something I still love from learning in 19. Actually, I don't need to do that, I need to set up first. Alright, let's just do a quick straight line to get this set up. Ba-da-ba-dam. There we go. Head off back. And I'm not even sure how much this other grass on the outside I own. I'll have to have a look. So I might be going outside of the field afterwards and just collecting that up as well. Right, so I would drop that down. We'll turn you on. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going. Actually, I could probably do ahead of myself. Hard helper, you can do that job. Sod it. Oh, da 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 da. Right. Actually, just I was going to say out of curiosity. There we go. Also, one thing I do actually need to go through is on the auto drive routes. There is Obviously, where X-Man's added in these points, obviously that point is going to be totally useless. Because obviously I've now got a fence going across there, so you won't be able to access. I won't be able to access that unless I take part of the fence out. But right, X. I do need my lime. There, there. There we go. Hopefully lines pop up. There they are. But yeah, hopefully that streamer gets his game sorted out, because he does seem to be enjoying this map. Right, so home. We'll take that across a bit. Actually, it was the gentleman that I actually raided over to on Monday stream. Pop's place. He's definitely a nice guy. Former Navy guy, so definitely if you get a chance, go over there, check him out. There we go. Yeah, Mr. Wheel is, I think from what I understand, him and Mr. Wheel's have been friends for quite a while. He is part of the Rough Riders, I did notice earlier. B, there we go. Hopefully this ain't going to take too much because I haven't got a lot actually produced. Let's have a little look actually. Productions, right there. What have we got in there? We've got that. That's, oh, I need to get that cleared out at some point. Lime. There we go. You should be turned on. I wonder why this keeps turning itself off. Ah, that's why. Let's buy some hay. It's only a little bit. Wasn't quite right. Some of these productions, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed. Hey Alfred Bomb, how you doing, bud? Some of these productions do seem to keep turning themselves off. I do not know why. Yeah, so you probably definitely get on with you, T Miller, actually. So it's Pops, P-O-P-S underscore place, P-L-A-C-E. And actually, I'll give him a shout out, actually, because he's a lovely streamer, actually. He does have like voice controls set up, which is really weird. So like, say for instance, he's using VCA. There you go. And obviously he's got it so it's voice recognised. So when he gets to the end of the road like there, he can say turn left, and it'll automatically turn left. It's really kind of cool how it's set up. It is really cool. I like it. Obviously, I don't think I'll be able to do it with this, but if I had VCA, I might be able to. Yeah, there you go. Pop's place. That is it. Just click on that link, give him a follow. He's a great lad. And Vikings, wow, dude. Ah, oh yeah, something like that. That'd be cool. That is perfect. Ah, I like that. Oh yeah. Hopefully it doesn't have that black background on it when it pops up though. Yeah, definitely cool. Viking, you are a master, you know that. Now I see why Mr. Reaper keeps you around as well. So, out of curiosity, Viking, so I know you've mentioned that you know how to do it. Is that done through Stream Elements by any chance? Or can it be done through Cloudbot? See, at some point, I really do want to get in and purchase like a button box type thing as well that can do that sort of stuff. Stream Elements, okay, well, that's good because I've got that set up already for the shoutouts, so that's cool. Yeah, so whenever when the shoutouts go off, obviously this is something that Viking taught me a while ago actually. If you do a shoutout, you get that little pop up for the actual streamer and their icon. Actually, I do want to have a look into that one that has that little video as well. That is really kind of cool option. So slowly evolving things. That's Demon now with that background. Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. Ah, that's so cool. I like it, Viking. Thank you. Yeah, you have to show me how to get them to work. Yeah, so obviously when a jump scare goes off, something like that popping up on the screen, I think that'd be really cool. Oh. But yeah, how's work actually, Viking? For anyone who wasn't aware, Viking is actually a real life farmer at the minute. He's working on a farm throughout the day. Obviously, he's not streamed as much as recently as he had like. Because I do like watching him, to be honest, and doing little projects and stuff. Probably a lot like what you guys are doing right now. You probably got me in the background. You're playing the game. I do exactly the same, but usually modding. Um, yeah. Also, Mr. Dashnet, well, before I forget, will also be going live in, let's see, about 5 hours time. Um, Obviously, he's probably going to be working on the new map a little bit more. If you missed yesterday's, definitely go over and check out what he's been up to. Obviously, he's added in a buttload of new crops onto the map. And he's also working on, obviously, getting like orchard trees in on the map as well. And ooh, cripes. County Farms UK. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in, bud. How you doing today? Obviously, if you've got any questions about the map, you're more than welcome to drop it in chat, and I'll try and get it answered. If I don't know it, I'm sure somebody out there will know. Oh, where are you? So, work is hard at the moment. Not much to do. The pig shed. Oh, okay. Much work on the pig shed. All right. Okay. Actually, out of curiosity, because obviously at the minute in the UK it's just coming to lambing season. Do you guys have that as well, Viking, at the minute? Or is that not on your farm? I'm guessing as you're talking about piggies, that's probably most of what you do over there. But yeah, Mr. Davis definitely got a lot of work done. Well, see, I think that he was aiming on getting like apples, plums, pears, maybe some lemon trees added to, obviously like the vineyard type thing, or for orchards and stuff. So he got in, was it yesterday, the maple syrup trees, which I think is really cool. Very, very cool. It's amazing what that guy can do. I think we were up to, what was it, 33 current crops. And that included, obviously, the new tree. Oh, that is a lot of freaking things to remember. Obviously, all that is now needs to be figured out. What's going to be going into what factory, or the foods, like for, obviously for like pig food or chicken food. Also, he's got in ducks and goats as new animals as well. So lots and lots going on in this map. Also, going to have we've got buildables back. So friggin' heck, it's literally going to be PV County Plus, I think, for you guys, and hopefully you can get on and do some of it. Obviously, a lot of the factories will be built in as well. Obviously, if we can get the scripting for the starter farm option in there as well, that would be absolutely cool. Also going to be getting some new productions coming in as well at some point. Like a CBD factory, that'd be kind of nice. So, I believe Mr. Boomhauer is working on a new tobacco factory. Or will be, once he's finished messing around with his map. And he gets more lime actually, so that's why I'm just popping off quickly. You know what I could have done is just... ah, dang it. The farm may make about 30,000 piglets every year. So you're quite busy. Ah, okay. Be raining in about a week, so field work will have to wait a bit. Ah, right, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, have a good stream, Billy. Take it. All right. Good night, Mr. T Miller. Yeah, I fully understand that it's like 2 o'clock in the morning for you. So yeah, I will probably see you in the morning. And also, guys, if you're not following T Miller, make sure to click on his link there. Thank you very much, Viking. Give him a follow and catch him tomorrow. I believe he's back on his Uncharted save game tomorrow. So that'd be kind of cool. Right. You know what I should have done? I really need to get my other tractor over here. Let me... Can I hook it back up? No. I'm well off. Using the steering wheel is not easy. Dang it. Come on. There we go. Open that up. Pull that to the side. Yeah, so I grabbed this loading wagon. It's not bad actually. I'm quite enjoying it. The only issue is I do need a tractor or something hooked up to it. You'll do. Hey there, Green Thumb Farmer. How you doing? You're back on Revisited? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so make sure to check out that map. It's basically a forestry, no man's style map. Really, really cool one actually. I just don't have the time to sit down and create fields, which is probably one reason I haven't really played it that much. But yeah, hopefully you're doing good. Gonna use the Goel stuff. All right, yeah, yeah, definitely check that out. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. There we go. Pipe out. Let's bring that forward a little bit. See, I should really fill this up and take it to the field, but I really can't be bothered. Da, 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 da. There we go. Let's get that filled up. There we go. How much is that going to take? It's 18, just under 19. Okay. Just trying to figure out whether I'm going to need to get some more. Let's have a little look. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking of a nice little either a fence or a hedge up here. Obviously, leave this little gap here so we can get onto the field, and maybe have the animals along here. I think that'd be kind of a nice idea. Just got to figure out which pen. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some more at some point. Some more lime. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe cows in that corner. Depending on how big the pen is. Need a slight gap. Have the maybe one or two sheep, some chickens. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Actually, could even put the chickens up next to the house. That'd be a nice one to wake up to, isn't it? Oh, wrong one. I want you. Right then. Right then. I did turn the tractor off. Yeah. I don't see the displays on, so that's fine. Hey, doing good. Finally got my truck shop to have both the wash bay and workshop trigger last night. Oh, nice one! Very good. Very, very cool. Obviously, that's one thing that Dave wants as well. I think it is for his, where it's kind of got the truck wash in the back, as well as obviously the shop trigger on there. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. It's the only issue with overturning those freaking back wheels are a pain. Right, so I gotta try and remember where the heck I got to. Let's have a look. So I'm on this field here. Oh, should be nearly finished, if not already. PH. So about halfway. So that's not bad actually. That's not too bad. I still want it to be buildable. Well, obviously you know how to do it, so I'm sure you can figure that one out. CBD means biotech is coming to... Maybe. Master Mika, how you doing? Sorry, totally missed you back there. Yipes. Long time no see there. Right, so I think... Let's turn... Oh yeah, I can... To be honest, I can see where it is because of the freaking lines. Wow. Right. X. And thank you very much for that, Viking. Cool, I haven't had one of them pop up in a while. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure how the CBD stuff's going to work in altogether. Obviously, from what I understand, it's going to be one half of... I think it's going to be the tobacco. I'm not sure. I have to speak to Dave about it anyway. But yeah, obviously that is one of the aims, is to have CBD coming into it. Whether it's going to have... I actually mentioned about it to Dave when he mentioned it, and obviously he thought, well, we could maybe implement right, fruit flavours into it as well. So you could take, say, for instance, I don't know, maybe apple and mint or something, or strawberry and mint, and infuse it with the CBD oil. And obviously, you know, you can get the standalone version if you just want that. But when I seen that, the tobacco, I almost wanted to put in chat yesterday is, where's my pipe? Give me my pipe! Oh, so you're doing great. Full throttle on NBC's maps. Yep. Yeah, it's a freaking good map. He's done really well. Obviously, if you liked NBC Acres, you're definitely going to love this a lot more, I think. Obviously, he's gone through, he's removed everything that he didn't like on the map, and just made it so much cleaner, I think. I know he's got a little project for me on the weekend, and I have no idea what the heck it is, but I think he wants to learn more about the production side of things. There you go. Obviously, if you're not following NBCMASTERDAD, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Obviously, he is the creator of this map. He is a member of the SGA. He's doing a lot of Wreckfest streams at the minute. And if you enjoy Wreckfest, you're more than welcome to join in. It is on a server. It's, I think it's 6 PM Eastern Time, if I remember rightly. Eastern or Central? I can never remember. One of the two, anyway. For me, at the minute, it's 11 o'clock in the UK. Around about midnight for Mr. Viking there in Europe. Obviously, he brought it forward an hour so we could play in. Obviously, I was able to join in last week. Last night, I just had a stinking headache, so I couldn't play, unfortunately. But yeah, he was hoping that Mr. Viking would jump in and maybe do some... Maybe you need to take a Wednesday sick day off, Viking, and join in one of these weeks. At least even pop in just for like an hour or so. I think that'd be kind of cool. There we go. That's fine. Too bad I need to get rid of some traffic signs near the starter farm. But I really like this map. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the thing with most maps. You'll find that there's traffic signs in the wrong place, or there's a road you don't like. But the nice thing is, if you know how to do it, you can easily go in and just move it out of the way or something. Obviously, the biggest issue is when the map gets updated, you may have to do it again. But yeah, obviously Wolf Creek, I've gone through about 5 or 6 different updates just to remove certain things every single time. It's a pain, but oh well. The worst thing is if this update to Wolf Creek does come out, so you can use the Gowl DLC stuff, it's going to be another into the editor, move this out of the way, move that, and Unfortunately, it's too late for me, but yeah, it would be cool to play Wreckfest with you guys. Yeah, I think 6 o'clock his time is probably the earliest he can do on a Tuesday. Because obviously work and everything throughout the day. But yeah, maybe one of these times we'll get you in. But yeah, I had a stinking headache last night. I was just chilling in bed watching him, to be honest. That's mad, isn't it? Saying chilling in an NBC stream. They don't mix. If you haven't seen an NBC stream, make sure to go and see his last stream from last night. It is not chilling at all. Oh, hey Enduro, how you doing, buddy? And there's another person that, if you're not following him, make sure to click on his link, Mr. Enduro39. He does some great landscaping, by the way. So make sure to click on his link, check out his streams when he's there. But yeah, how are you doing there, Enduro? Actually, I need to take a quick break in a minute once I've got this field done, just to get a fresh top up, and then I should be good for the rest of the stream. I think I might just about get one. I think that's going to be a little bit off. I'll have to see when I turn around to see what it's like. I might just need one more row there. Now yep, that's cool actually. One thing I have noticed, and it's kind of a pain on some maps, and it's not just this one. Obviously, where you go off the field, it still keeps applying the fertilizer or the lime. It is really annoying because it's using it up. So what I've actually started doing is, once I get to the end of the row, I actually turn it off and then turn it back on when I'm heading back on. After all, I am sort of Scottish and a skinflint. And you Mug Gaming, how you doing there, bud? And obviously, there's another fellow UK streamer, guys. If you're not following him, click on his link, give him a follow. Oh, excuse me. He does a lot of the UK maps, so definitely well checking him out. Very well, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good actually. I'm going to be jumping off in a minute for a quick break, grab a fresh drink. Oh, and then carrying on. Obviously, I'm going to be trying out, hopefully, some of this Gowl stuff in a little while. Actually, thinking about it, if he's finished, I'm not sure if he actually got all the field there. Could have actually just got something done. Got a couple of minutes, yeah, I could probably do it. Right, let's turn this off. Let's take this back. What I'll do is I'm going to go grab a tether. So while I'm taking my couple of minute break there, he can do the work, and I'll hopefully be back before he's finished and we can get a loading wagon and do some
I didn't
stuff.
even know you were there.
Hello, Mr. Dave. How you doing? I seen you
Good.
downstairs. Yeah, I seen you down there talking to yourself.
I'm just completely lost in track of time here. That's all. How's the stream?
It's going pretty well. Hopefully try out some of that Gowl, or Gowl, whatever you pronounce it, stuff in a minute.
Ovil?
Govil, yeah. Gowl.
Something like that.
Yeah. I always have problems with pronunciations. Oh, stop it. But yeah, definitely getting there, slowly.
Nice.
Oh, was that enough racking, by the way, do you think?
Hey, Viking. Yeah, I think you got plenty there.
Cool. Yeah, so...
I got filled up.
Yeah, obviously, it's only an additional option for any of you guys in the logistics centre. Obviously, I did show it off earlier. With the racking, if you wanted to do it more realistically with a forklift, you can stack them yourself. Just bear in mind, the more pallets you have
Are you out of your
showing...
freaking mind? Who's going to do that?
I might. Yeah. Obviously, the more pallets that are showing, the more possibility the frame rates may be affected. but obviously it is actual storage as well. But yeah, if you're not following Mr. Dashnet or Dave here, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow, and find out what he's been up to on Canyon Crossing. Oops.
Hmm.
Right, so
Too
let's...
much.
Too much? Okay. You should get Biomatsa to teach you to pronunciate the names and then you just... Yeah. So, unfortunately at the minute I believe he's got no computer, or he's away at the minute, so yeah, that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Actually, what I should do is watch the podcast back, because I'm sure they mentioned it in there. Gauvel or something?
Yeah, they did it in there.
Yeah. And obviously Mr. Shy Wizard says, hello, Mr. Dave.
Hello, Mr. Shy Wizard. How be you?
Righty. But did you have any further luck getting that starter farm mod work? No, from what I understand, he's not going to be using it now. Obviously, he can explain
And
it.
what it looks like. I can get it to work, but it's not. It has issues. So to explain it simply, all they're doing is they are copying whatever you have in the placeables XML file and the vehicles XML file into your save game is the way it looks because it needs the ID numbers. That's why mine was crashing. You have to
Ah,
set it up with vehicle IDs. Um, and in that case, we'd have to remove everything from the base game ones. So it really is truly just a single player option, unfortunately.
mm,
Otherwise, you would have to, because I'd have to remove the base game setup in order for that to work. And I don't want to do that because then you wouldn't have anything in the. So it really can only be used for additional stuff or just for setting your starting farms up.
yeah.
Just not with vehicle, but just selecting property, but anybody could do that part.
Yeah, one day we'll get it sorted out. I know, like I said earlier, Braven is hopefully going to try and add something similar to that, on the revamp mod. So there's always other options down the road, hopefully, before the map
I
comes
was
out.
wondering, yeah, I was wondering how it was going to work just because
Mm,
in order to do it the way Global Company does, it has to be selected before your game loads, not after.
yeah,
You know, loading it up after, it's just appending to whatever you already have in your save game.
yeah,
Not that good yet, not unless you want a single player only map,
yeah,
which I don't know many people or wanted to make a single player only version.
yeah. Kind of weird, that one. Oh well. Hopefully get something sorted soon, so you can get it into the map. But that is a really nice idea as well, as being able to have, say, multiple farms on a map and actually choose which area you want to start, or if you don't even want to start with a farm, maybe start with some mining. Kind of like, for anyone who knows PV County, it's exactly the same as that, but obviously it does need a lot of work. Now we'll go... Ooh, hello. I didn't even notice that down there. There's a tower down there. He's a cheeky bugger, ain't he? Dang. Get me gun out. Do some deer shooting. Only kidding. Yeah, so what I'll do...
Wow.
I'll get... I've been watching you guys too much, that's the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this off on a hard helper quickly. Take my quick couple of minute break. Go just grab a fresh drink. And then we'll hopefully get one of those Gauvel balers and try and check one of them out. Probably one of the... And thank you, Surfing Cowboy Gaming, for the heart attack screamer. Much appreciated there.
Hello there.
And hello there as well. Can you start with that next time? Oh. I want to know how you can actually have that added to Discord, so Discord gets heart attacks as well. I know Scurvy's figured that out.
You want to
Oh,
give heart attacks out?
yeah, that's like the jump screams and the stuff like that, jump scares and all that.
Hmm.
That'd be fun. But actually, after the stream on Monday, guys, as well, I know some of you were watching. My daughter was actually doing some contracts, and she's done quite well actually. I was quite impressed with her. Right, so V, B, yeah. So who knows? She may be jumping in again and helping out. Right, let me get you out of the way, cause yep, that's fine. I just hope this river, once you get further down here, ain't gonna cause too much of an issue. There we go. So that is perfectly fine there for now. Come on, fold up. There we go. And I wonder if I can get auto. Oh, I haven't got auto drive over around here right yet. Let's try this. Set destination. Now I always put it on the road if I can, because they always have issues going up my driveway now. So
Oh yeah.
nope, he's going to be a pain. So I'll just leave him there. Oh, and it would have to be Mr. Dajnet here. Oh well.
I'm always a pain in the butt.
Right, so you guys gonna just watch this, and I will be back in a wee while. I had to switch up to. Oh right, okay. All right, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. So enjoy him. Obviously, Dave will be still here.
I gotta do my dishes,
You gotta
so
do
I'll be
dishes. Oh,
muted.
okay.
Oh, I gotta get. Yeah, you want to give somebody a jump scare? Have them walk into my kitchen right now.
Hey, Ghost DK. Right, back in a minute, guys. I'm back, peeps. Right. Here we go.
Welcome back.
Ah, thank you very much. Right then, so he's done a good job so far. Right, so let's grab this guy. I'll drop this back at the main farm. Actually, let me turn this up a little bit. It's a little bit quiet. That's probably why. And thank you very much there, Viking. Save. There we go. That's better. Right, got to remember down here, turn right, over the bridge. Yep, okay. I'm slowly learning the map already. It's terrible. There we go. Yeah, so all this stone on these roads, by the way, these side roads, you can actually pick them up, like I mentioned earlier, with a bucket, a scraper, anything like that, and basically turn it into lime on this map, or limestone, calcium carbonate, and gypsum. At the minute I've got... Ooh. How in the heck you might get that? I swear NBC's trolling us. One. I spotted that one first, actually. How you couldn't get that? Let's see if we can get up here. Jump. Jump. Nope. Let's see if I can jump down then. Come on, up we go. Can I? Oh, jump! Oh, dang. How to do things the hard way, hey? There we go. Whew, that was hard. Right, now I do know there's another one here. Spoilers! There we go. I spotted that one the other day and forgot to pick him up. I don't think there's any more around here. Let's see. Probably not. Ooh, hello. You can actually come into the building. Oh, knock, anybody home? Nope, okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Let's get out of here, if I can. Nope, there we go. Let's have a quick look around here as well. You never know. Jeezy peeps, Viking, thank you very much for scaring the crap out of me again. Wow. Oh yeah. I swear I'm going to deactivate them again. Only kidding. Nope. Okay. So one thing as well to bear in mind. Obviously, I mentioned the other day about the oilseed radish on the map. Now, this is basically what it looks like. This little stuff right here. It is annoying and plays up with your precision farming. Oh, hello, bottle. Do I need to grind? Oh yeah, thank you very much. Definitely need that. So yeah, there's little patches around the map. It's not too many. It's not too bad on this one. All you have to do is use like your landscaping or your paint. Yeah, thank you. Gamer Paul for the screamer. Yeah, it's usually like your paint tool, and that'll get rid of it. But it does affect your precision farming if you're. Oh, man. You're killing me, guys. Yeah, if you're using precision farming, it will affect it. And Paul Banks 89, thank you very much for that follow. How you doing today? But yeah, one thing I do like, I don't know if it's just me, but the grass in sort of the winter, springtime, how it is at the minute, it looks really nice. I wish it was like that all year round. And thank you, Mr. Jers, for that jump scare. Much appreciated as well. Holy crap. Yeah. It looks a lot... Yeah, the grass looks a lot better, I think, in my opinion, than when it's got all the flowers on there. It's like green grass like that. It looks good to me. But you guys are definitely going to kill me one of these days.
Have you ever had a dream that you could
Oh, thank you, Farmer Marks, for that. That is a cool one. I love it. And Gamer Paul, thanks for the doll by Mr. Homer Simpson. Yeah, at some point I do need to get on that field as well. One thing I do need to do is actually change the days that I'm running. I'm currently on 1 day season. I need to put it up to 3. I keep forgetting. I had it drop down just for that first few months on this save game to get past winter. But now that we're sort of getting into sowing season and stuff like that, I do need to that little bit more time. Right here, so let's get this dropped off. But yes, some of those sound alerts are good, some are definitely not so good. The straw bales look strange at the end. Has anyone noticed any changes there? I haven't, to be honest. No, they look like a typical straw bale to me. I think it also depends on graphic settings as well. Some things do look a little bit different for some people. Jeez, see, crying out loud. I'm gonna kill you. And thank you, Gamer Paul, for the screamer and the applause. And the heart attack again. Yipes. Oops. Nope, 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 nope. Cool. Gotta remember, do not lower before unattaching this thing. Right. There we go. That should be about right there, I think. Okay. It doesn't like to be lowered. When in the baler, it looks like there's more straw. Oh. Yeah, I honestly have not noticed it. Which is weird. Well, got that baler there, I don't want that one. So I want to try out one of these new ones today. But yeah, what I might actually do is run a mower later on at the bottom of this field and actually see if it actually affects my precision farming. Because I know some people have actually said when you cut grass on a non-field, like where it is down here, it does affect your overall score for some reason. So I might try that out myself later on. But right now I need to go get a windrower, or rake, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, I would hate to have that field over there. Jeez, those weeds. Oh, thank you there, Gamer Paul. Yeah, yeah, I've not really noticed a difference, to be honest. There goes DK with the bale sheds and the bales and stuff. I'll have to pay a little bit more attention, maybe. I wonder if I can spawn one out and see if it changes or anything. Obviously, Surfing Cowboy Gaming, for anybody interested, is working on Cogent as well at the minute. Hopefully, that'll be released soon. And Liam Perry Farm Life 1, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome on in, bud. And how are you doing today? It still does. I'll effect it when even on land that doesn't have a field. Does it? Oh well, we'll find out later. Obviously, I've not gotten in and actually tried it out myself. Now, obviously, we're doing class, so I might as well keep with the class theme. Let's just lease this. Cause normally, I go with the old merge max, to be honest. But I haven't actually tried some of this bigger stuff yet, so I might as well. Gets the job done a little bit faster. And I just realised something. I could have even easily used another tractor. I wonder if I've got one spare. One, two. Yeah, I think my other medium one's there. I know it's kind of a weird obsession, but yeah. Hopefully by Saturday. Okay, so surfing. That one right there. I can reset you, and while I'm here, I can grab one of these new balers. I'm probably. See, I'm not too bothered about the size, so I'll probably just go with that little one there. I am going to set it with obviously that bale turner on there. I will. Actually, I'm not going to bother with the silage additive. We'll lease that. But also, if you want to purchase,
just do it. Make your dreams come true.
I am. I'm trying to. Yeah, obviously you can have the silage additive if you want to, but I think we're fine for now. Right, so there's you. This should definitely have more than enough power to run this thing, so that's fine. Here's the 870. I did upgrade it to the bigger engine size. And yeah, I'm doing pretty good there. Thanks, there, Liam Perry. Much appreciated. There we are. Now the nice thing is I've got Follow Me installed as well, but can never remember how to use it. Let's see, Shift F. Nope. Control F. That's the one. There we go. So he can now follow me. Now technically what you could do then is set up one to use the auto drive routes and have the rest follow them. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, hopefully you're having a good day there, bud. Come on, come on, you can bring it. Yeah, he's fine. Got a few things to finish, a few finishing touches to do on Cogent, then it'll be done. Just trying to find a sign type thing to go on the roof. Ah, okay. Thought I had a sign with it anyway on the end. What's up with the new Survey Giants? Want us to take part of a season patch? Not going. Cheating mod, indeed. It could be. Yeah, I don't know. I've not actually looked at it.
There's a survey?
Yeah, on the Giants website there. No idea what it's for. Maybe it's just to see how happy people were with the game. I don't know. Let's go down this way.
I'll take a survey.
Be interesting to see if you get anything back as a reward. I know sometimes I think it was one of the last surveys they did that you were able to get like the a free was it the Black Beauty or something with it? I can't remember. That was a while ago.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Yes, he will be. This carries on. No, Nickin. Yeah, the Black Beauty. I thought it was. I told them what I thought. Oh, I bet you did. Yeah. How's he doing? He's still coming. Good, good. I wish I was driving a little bit better. Yeah, I'll have to look at that actually in a minute. And see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hang on a minute. Did I just see something then? Whoa, dude, you slow down. Oh, look, a little blue horsey. I love that. Dang, NBC really got stuff everywhere. Any more for any more? Hopefully that's it around here now. Right. One nice thing as well with using Follow Me, especially on fields, you can actually set up like a baler behind your harvester and get it to bale up at the same time. If you want to save a little bit of time. I haven't actually used it that much in 22 yet, but I'm still getting to know it again. I used it a little bit in 19. Right, so let's get you unfolded. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Blog. Okay. Let's grab that image a minute, and we'll jump over to the desktop a sec. So yeah, on the Giants Farm Sim website, under the blog section here, the Giants are asking for a little survey or a bit of feedback. Obviously, it takes a moment or two. So yeah, if you guys do want to tell Giants exactly what you think of the game, please be nice. I'll pop that in chat there. That's GT2. What's GT2 Gamer Poll? I'll keep that up actually. I'll probably have a look at that later actually. What's GT Gamer Poll? Using follow me or what? Because all this is base game stuff. Actually, I don't need him to follow me because he cannot pick up off the ground. So, what I can do is take you off, and what I'll do is I'll stick it down the side of that area there. I do need to get a loading wagon. And Darth Baltimore, thank you very much for the follow. Welcoming in as well. How you doing today? Alright, so X will unfold it. It offsets it a little bit. And opens the sides up. Follow me is cheaty, lol. How often do you see me using, like, follow me, auto drive and all that? Very, very freaking rarely. I thought I'd add it in just this once. Yeah, so there we go, nice little display there. You're lurking? Alright, cool. You won't get anything in return for doing the survey. Oh, okay. But yeah. Obviously, once that's unfolded like it is, this is obviously dump off into. And then obviously it runs up, bails it up, and obviously wraps it if needs be. Righty. See, what I really need is that tractor over there. I'm going to reset that back to the vehicle shop because I need a loading wagon brought over. So let's do all of them. We'll pop to the shop quickly. And did I lease that? Nope, I own that one, okay. Dang it. Loading wagon, nothing too big. I think it's 20, wasn't it? So 20, that's 23, 16, so something like that I think will be fine. I'm not going to bother with the silage additive, it's just to test it out, so at least that. Right, I do need to put my bumper back on. You agree, follow me is cheaty. So is hard help, lol. To be honest, I usually use the in-game hired helpers occasionally. But I thought, obviously it's NBC's map. I do want to try out different mods and stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to be adding in courseplay, no friggin' way. I do have auto drive, but to be honest, I haven't even used it since having it installed, so I might just be getting rid of that. But obviously, the big thing is understanding how the base game hired helpers work on the roads when they're being used. That's the thing. They also placed ads in the game. Cheaper DLCs. Not really. Yeah, so obviously you got like your billboards around the maps and that automatically change to show off a different DLC or podcast or something to check out. Yeah. It'd be nice if it was just... It is a nice way of obviously advertising their DLCs and stuff, but I don't know. Moving on. Yep. I do everything myself. I know. Usually I do as well. But I just felt like a break. Something a little bit different to my norm. yeah, obviously on Wolf Creek I've pretty much done everything myself. I've used the in-game helper for driving occasionally, but a lot of the time they tend to just do a total naff job. I end up doing it myself anyway. Lurking back to lurking in the shadows. Okay then, Darth Baltimore, that's fine. But yeah, thank you very much for that follow, and hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. But yeah, Course Player I think is probably the biggest cheaty mod out there. Auto Drive, now that obviously it's basically been added to the base game, yeah, definitely cheating. Because obviously you can just use that in-game one if you wanted to. So, follow me, I don't mind using actually. Because obviously you can do 2, 3, 4 jobs at once if you wanted to. And I did use it a lot on PV County, especially when bailing came into effect. Oi. Oh, that's a little bit of a lag jump there. Obviously those big huge fields on PV County took forever to do things. Right, so most of this is going to be me. I'm not going to use follow me because you're whinging and moaning. Alright then. The next thing you'll be saying in like guidance steering in VCA are cheaty as well then, are you surfing? And I know that you friggin' use them as well. Uh, one thing is DLC on the billboard. But that's a bit much, I think. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, Giants are also, I believe, it's not confirmed, I believe they're actually donating some of their profits towards UNICEF as well. Which is probably why they do have them on the billboards, to be honest. Now, how straight can I keep this line? Well, it's not too bad, actually. That ain't bad. I'm enjoying that, it's cool. But yeah, just remember surfing, no John Deere's on that save game with Team Miller. I was lurking there this morning. Now that Team Miller's actually buggered off, I can say it. I was lurking earlier when he was talking to Aussie Kanga about tractor to get. And obviously mentioned about getting a John Deere. Oh, no. No John Deere's at all on there. But yeah, obviously using the auto load, the light version though, so you're kind of half cheating there as well. But yeah, I am as well. Actually, I will say one thing: that auto, was it UAL light or what you want to pronounce it? What put it as? Is actually kind of cool because obviously it auto stacks. So if you're not very good at stacking, that is a good idea. Now what I've actually done on here is obviously I've got it set as the auto load light or UAL light, whatever it is. So basically I have to do it by hand, which I'm enjoying, loading the pallets. But obviously it is going to stack the pallets for me. Obviously it doesn't work on logging or bale trailers, from what I understand. But I got the Ponge pack, and I've got that for picking up. So it's yeah, semi-cheating, I suppose, that way. Yeah, very, very true. But the thing is, if there's a John Deere in that save game, it's going to give them too much of that temptation to tab into it and use that vehicle. Maybe I should have extended it to say the whole save game. uh, I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll see. We will see. So, out of curiosity, out of all you guys out there, who is actually playing this map currently or at the minute? I'm going to that side out. There it goes. Obviously, I know that Mr. T Miller there in Surfing Cowboy are doing a multiplayer on here, which is kind of cool. And obviously, you've got the Billy Plus challenge going on, where also Mr. T Miller cannot have any John Deere equipment or vehicles. And then also, obviously, I know Surfing's then sort of expanded it and added a few other things for the whole playthrough. It's kind of cool, actually. I like it. Mr. 10 Shot is Surfing is, yep. And how are you enjoying it so far, 10 Shot? Out of interest. It seems to be like a nice, definitely a nice map. It's been well sorted out compared to NBC Acres. Haven't got to the mining stuff yet, but maybe one of these days. Hey there, farm boy, how you doing? Not at the moment. Did play it on yesterday and added something that broke it. Oh my goodness! Do you know what it was that you added? And how's it gone there, farm boy? Yeah, that is not good. You like it? Yeah, good. And obviously, like I said earlier, you can run it with the Wolf Creek map and mod pack there as well. Preferably, obviously, through the mod folder switcher rather than the one on the website, because it is more up to date as well. Actually, hopefully at some point that will get updated soon as well, so you can, if you are on Wolf Creek, you can use the Gowvel or Gowel different pack. Oh, jeez, Marion Joseph. Viking, thank you very much for that jump scare. Actually, it wasn't very much of a scare, but yeah. Hopefully that'll be coming to you guys soon. To work with the Gowel pack. Plus, obviously, a few palette fixes as well there. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. Fancy starting a new map yet? Oh, yeah. Yep. Obviously, if you think about it, since the start of 22, obviously I've played on Elm Creek for, I think I did about 50, 60 hours or so. Obviously while Dave was making Wolf Creek, obviously then started playing on that pre-release, so during the testing and everything. And that's been my main map the whole time. Obviously did a little stint on Uncharted Pompey's Edition. I've done a little bit on Silver Run, and I did like 1 or 2 streams on obviously Surfing's version there. So I haven't really played many maps in 22, which is unusual for me, because I think that 19 by this time I'd probably played on about half a dozen by now, if not more, or a dozen should say, or more. That's okay, I'm trying to keep our challenge realistic, and then I rent the 500k litre Brux. Oh yeah, very realistic. I am getting used to it, yeah. Viking, I definitely am. Oops, wrong one. It was that one I wanted.
Being a little wordy on the survey here.
Ah, okay.
Giving them an earful.
Oh, go for it. I think that's the whole point of it, is so they get all the positives and negatives. And then maybe act on that. Whether they do, who knows? We'll find out. Trying to figure out.
I don't know if I'm going to run out of characters in this one little box.
Ah.
We'll find out.
Oh, that's very strange there, Farmboard. Well, I hope you get it figured out. If not, you're more than welcome to drop a ticket on the website, the SGA website, and we'll have a look. Yeah, that's not killing me anymore, but thank you very much there, Gamer Paul, for the screamer. I think I'm all shocked out. Oh, that's terrible. That is very, very terrible. Oh, crap, I can't reverse. Yes, I can. There we go. There we are. Good recovery. It's a good map. Liking it so far. Nice one. But yeah, obviously, if you've got any questions, guys, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. Oh, excuse me. Yep. How you doing there, Madeira? Oh, by the way, the map you're on at the minute, there is a 22 version of it out as well, if you're interested. And I'm pretty sure that it has male cow milk on that as well, shall we say. I'm not going to say that word. But yeah, I was lurking in your stream earlier, and you're trying to remember the name of that. But yeah, if any of you guys are not following Madeira, please go over, check her out. She's actually doing a lot on FS19 at the moment. Kind of hoping she's going to come over to 22 soon and bite the bullet. I know she's done a little playthrough on, I think it was Silver Run a while ago. So yeah, definitely make sure to check her out. There we go, that's that. Right, this was the least, so I can actually just send that straight back. There we go. Now, 1, 2, okay, so this is going to be an excess tractor, so I might need it again in a minute, because I'm not sure if this, I'm going to have enough power there. uh, Actually, to be honest, that's where they've got the idea for the new animals as well, that map. Hofbergman. There we go. Right, let's see how this thing works. Right, sure. The only thing I don't have yet, actually thinking about it, is something to stack the bales onto. Might have to fill up first of all, let it run through and run back to the farm and grab one of the trailers. Might have to do that in just a minute. Oh, jeez. I'll let them have it in the box where they ask what other sim games you play and why you like it. I told them that ATS has free server hosting software and you don't need to buy doubles of everything just to self-host the server. Ah! Yeah, definitely. Yeah, obviously that is the nice thing with these surveys. Obviously Giants are looking for everybody's opinion, good or bad or whatever. Because who knows, obviously if you do give them that bad information, like say for instance they're not, you've had bad experiences modding or something like that, and maybe they'll actually introduce better tutorials for modding and stuff. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be running all the way back there all the time at the minute. I'm just going to do it right there, it's fine. Also, I do need, what, 20,000, wasn't it?
Hey, I got all my characters in.
Oh, good. Is there a maximum and minimum for that?
I don't think so. I didn't hit it if there is.
Oh, that's good then.
I wrote a
Yipes.
book.
Ah. Your old book, jeez.
And answered all survey questions accordingly.
Yeah. Okay. Righty.
No, different people have different opinions, but I
Yeah,
definitely have my own.
yeah, and obviously where Dave's obviously a map maker as well, he has other things that he would like to be brought in that hasn't been brought in, as it were.
I would like to see them just once not focus on a equipment DLC. How much more equipment can we get? Let's
Exactly.
get a let's get a fruit type or an animal DLC or a
Right, so
building
keep
pack or
going.
something.
Yeah, that'd be
You
nice, wouldn't
know?
it?
Something different than just more equipment. I mean, we have a lot.
Right, so
Granted. Now if you're gonna give me equipment, give me something like apple harvesting equipment with apple trees to plant.
turn on
You know?
baler.
That's just my opinion.
There we go. That's another thing as well I love about this is that little pop-up in the F1 menu there. That is really cool. Showing you how much is actually in the baler, how much is currently in the storage
Oh
there.
yeah, they did a great job with the display.
Yeah, and let's see, 4500, it does work properly as well, so that has been fixed. That was one thing that Big Daddy did mention broken on this small one here. So that's good. Good, 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 good. Right, so you should be filling back up. Yep, right, so while I was doing that, so,
We
yeah,
we need more than 10 brands of bailers, please. How
yeah.
many how many telehandlers are in the game?
Let's have a little look, shall we? Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10! And that's not including any
Yeah,
modded ones. It's like,
I predict a telehandler pack coming out next week. No, next.
I wouldn't be
Yeah, that's
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
need more 3-meter implements.
One sec, guys.
We do. We need some stuff.
Oh, one of the cats has got a hairball coming up. It's struggling at the minute. It'll be fine in a minute.
I had one of those earlier too. Gotta stop
Yes.
licking the carpet.
Hey, Don B here, by the way. How you doing, bud? We'll need 10 more brands of... Yeah. It seems to be a big focus, I don't know if it's just me, with Farm Sim, that they seem to always focus on like grassland sort of stuff. So it's like the balers, the mowers and stuff. Yeah, like Dave says,
I
come
think
out with
there's enough equipment to do what we already have, and modders can fill in any of the gaps for that
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, bring in
You
some
know?
new types of production buildings uh, or farm buildings or something like that. Something new. Bring back freaking straw harvest. Oh,
I told them the game needs a better achievement progression type system built into it.
yeah,
So you can do those challenges, but have it part of the base game. You need to do that, like a campaign mode or something, you
yeah.
know?
Scrap John Deere DLC. Yeah. Oh. Actually, there's something I still would love for them to add in. It's like a story mode when you first start playing the game, just to help people coming in who are starting the game understand about seeding, liming, fertilizing, baling, stuff like
Oh,
that. Even just starting a freaking
oh
tractor.
man.
I think just going that little bit further into story mode to unlock things as they're progressing would probably make people stick around a lot more as well.
I can't believe I did that.
What?
I was waiting
Whoa,
for
whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez, brakes.
crops to grow, and I had to go to October, and I got busy doing dishes and chatting with you guys, and come back to look at the computer. It's February.
Oh,
Way through again.
whoops. And Mr. Scurvy, hi, I'm coming into Discord and resubbing for 19 months. Thank you very much, buddy. How you doing?
You're welcome. How you doing, Billy?
Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad at all.
Hey, Scurvy. Good
Thank you.
afternoon.
Or afternoon. Thank you, Viking.
And obviously, yeah, if you're not following Mr. Scurvy Hyam himself, go over, give him a follow. Who knows when he'll be next streaming? Actually, I think you should start
Hopefully this weekend.
this weekend. Okay.
Yeah,
This
hopefully
map?
so. I want to do some farm sim. Yep,
Ooh.
on NBC's map. Want to do some WoW. So I've got
Sweet.
legal stuff with work. I've not been able to because of legal stuff with work, so I can't.
Yeah.
I had to wait for some things to settle first before I could speak my mind on stuff. So
Yeah.
because knowing me, foot in mouth. Yes.
Yep.
I do that often.
Definitely.
Who would have guessed?
Well, obviously we do have the tutorials on obviously the Farming Sim website, but it's not the same in game. I don't think personally. Obviously I know I've played 15, so I don't know if it had that sort of tutorial, I suppose, in there.
They just have kind of the same thing we have.
But yeah, I think like a story mode where you progress from basically not knowing anything would be a nice addition for new players, or even existing players actually, if they want to just go back and do like a story mode or something. Kind of like how Dagwin does with his playthroughs on some of them. I don't know if actually is he still doing those playthroughs?
I haven't seen him,
Yeah,
but I may not be looking for him.
I haven't watched any of his in quite a while. Ever since Dennis passed away, no, it was never the same. They should make a story mode for both the US and Europe. Yeah, with small video clips from the farmers that tell about the ploughing, seeding, harvesting, and so on. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That's the sort of thing I was thinking of as well. There, if I could, obviously, yeah, add in obviously a little video, maybe real life farmers. Yeah.
If they could get real life farmers doing a 30, a 5-minute clip of what you're supposed to do in game, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see. That would be awesome.
Definitely. Alright, so hopefully that's done the first one. And possibly the second, I have no idea. But I'm kind of hoping if I have this toggled on, so B, is that the right one? That should technically auto-load straight on. There's 1, 2. See, that's what Big Daddy should have done the other day when he was trying to do it.
Oh yeah.
Right, the nice thing is I can turn that off for now. There we go. Cool, that just loaded straight out of there. That's cool. And that's already emptied out, so that's cool. I am liking that. That's cool. The nice thing is obviously they're all hay bales, so they don't need to be wrapped if necessarily. Obviously the bigger one will do the same sort of thing as well, but it's this just to give an idea of how to work it if anyone hasn't seen this yet. That is very, very cool. I am definitely liking that. I'm going to have to definitely invest in one of them later on. Get a bigger... Probably what would be kind of cool is maybe have 2 loading wagons set up as well. So you got one unloading while you're on the field collecting the next, and then just switch them over. That is a good way of doing it as well. Keep it going.
Oh my, I am so tired of this. I'd finished taking that survey over a Giants thing. The very next commercial I see is for Survey Monkey. The same, I mean, the same program that the survey was on.
Yay. What a surprise.
Ooh, there's a survey.
Yes, on Giants website. It was actually posted a couple of days ago.
Oh, I filled it out.
I'm filling it out.
It's also on their Discord. I'll link to it.
There we go. There are not a lot of questions about multiplayer, cross-platform play, servers, etc. in the survey. Yeah, obviously that's probably that, the big your point of view type thing. You can put the comments in there. I shall be definitely filling that out when I'm finished. Streaming. And obviously, I will be asking when new animals will be added in. So much for add AI. Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
possibilities with the game features? Huh. Following possibility? Oh.
What key to hit there? So that's not bad. From one loading wagon, I got 5 bales out of that. I have no idea what size they are though. Can this be changed? Think about it. 4.5. Yeah, so that'd be fine actually. I don't know why I just didn't look there. It even pops up any vehicles that's nearby as well. It will show. That is really cool. Right, so I'm definitely liking that. Oh, tap 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 tap.
Sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, so that's Scurvy's keyboard, by the way, guys. Oh. Hey, it's fine, Scurvy. You don't have to mute yourself.
Anytime they put a comment field to me, it's like, we need the ability to plant the new tree types.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. Can't even. That's. Yeah, can't say that on air.
Nope.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Get back to
unfortunately,
cooking.
I am PG, unfortunately.
No, it's okay. I was just reading someone's response to a article, and like sometimes these things crack me up.
Oh, right, yeah.
What people will say. There's a lot of comedians out there in the world.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm hoping that everything's just a joke, and we'll wake up and it'll just.
Bad dream? Yes.
I don't know about that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, definitely good setup if you have two of these, maybe bigger wagons. Also, you have one over there unloading, and obviously it'll keep unloading until it's empty. It's kind of cool. And obviously, while you're doing that, you can come over, collect some more. That's yeah. Definitely liking it.
He's liking it.
Yep, so far anyway. Now, can they do something similar with a square baler though? Option.
Oh, I gotta check.
Hey there,
What
off to
month it
Chris. How
is.
you doing?
If I miss it again, I'll kill. I'll be pissed.
Yeah, keep an eye on your crops.
April.
Oh. There we go.
How many mods do I use? Oh my god. A lot.
Now that's a good question. Let me have a look at. So in my Wolf Creek. Oh, stop it. Currently. So I've got 206 currently in my Wolf Creek mod folder. Most of them are what the map in the factories.
Mm-hmm.
My Silver Run has 61.
And some of those are the same. I bet.
Yeah, there are a lot of duplicates, to be honest. This particular map, I've currently got 110 in my mod folder. Obviously, one is that logistics center as well that I showed off earlier. Some of it I haven't got around to being able to use yet, such as the TLX Winterwolf thingy bob. Thank you very much, dear. Oh, and something Mr. Culp sent me earlier as well, which I haven't actually showed off on stream. So, Mr. Culp, bless his cotton socks, I have no idea where the heck it would be, reskinned one of my trailers. If I can freaking find it. That
Nice.
one. Sure, there it is. So it's basically, he's reskinned the special edition one. Guess with what?
With what?
Alpacas.
Yeah,
I
on
like the one with the
both.
butt facing us. I like that one the most, right there.
It needs a little bit of adjustment from the looks of it, but yeah, it's not bad, Mr. Culp.
That's good.
I might actually have a little play if you're not going to update a Culp if you're out there still. Just so it's maybe slightly smaller, but there's another. Looks like there's another layer underneath there that needs removed. Yeah, I'll have to have a look, but that is kind of cool. I might be
There's a
running that.
contest for all these wonderful people.
Yeah.
Joskin Aquatrans,
Where's my
the one
screens
we're going
gone?
to be using for maple syrup.
Yep.
Make a maple syrup skin for that, and I'll put it on. It's going to be built into the map, but if it's good, I'll include it.
There we go. Doing good. Cool.
I don't
Yeah.
have the time to do a special skin.
Yeah. Obviously,
Although, Billy, you could probably add colors to some of these
oh
after I
heck
get
yeah,
done.
that's easy.
Color options, because I gotta.
Also, we're gonna have to update the tiger anyway, the Roper Tiger, to include onion, and
Which I have
whatever else we've
kind
got.
of done. I've added the extra
Oh, yeah,
headers
okay.
into what I got right now, just so I can test it. I
And
just
obviously, if
gotta.
anybody wanted the alternative version, obviously I'll be updating the rootster as well for the map, adding some of the new stuff.
Interesting thing, though,
Oh.
that I learned today. For every fruit type that we want to harvest as an orchard product, we need to have a separate trailer because the vine cutter part never could have two fruit types on it, and it's built into the
Oh, that's
same.
fine.
So yeah, you have to. Well, we're just gonna have a few extra trailers around.
Yes. Can't
It
you?
acts like a combine.
Couldn't you add in different configuration settings for that then?
No,
No.
because that's not in the configuration, the vine cutting part.
That's a freaking pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's not that too bad. You just have a bunch of extras.
Yeah, true.
You'll have to decide. Well, you won't have to move them around between your orchards.
Very true. Yeah, you could have just like a little shack next to the orchards. Like, this is the equipment for this area, this is going to be for this, and this is for that. So that's cool. There we go. But yeah, I'm still waiting on the Hispano modding flatbeds to come out. Trailers.
Yes.
That is one I am waiting for. See if I can get it to work with the autoload.
How do you have where the tip side is there, Billy?
For what?
Under your
It's
fill capacity?
Tipside HUD mod.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously if you're in another trailer it has like grain silo, the little door, the
Grain
sides.
door?
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yep.
can,
Yep, with the
it'll show
sides.
you easily that way.
Oh. Nice. I'll have to get that.
You don't need a silo, just a lot of trailers. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah, tip side HUD mod. Righty. Yeah, that's not bad. It's also loading those bells nicely. Cool. Last row, finally. So I'm guessing that the edge of this property must be very, very close to that field. We'll save that. Let's have a little look. But yeah, this field 7 that I own as well, what I'll probably do is use that as a silage one later on. Yeah, it's literally right on the edge. Dang you, NBC. Couldn't have given us a little bit of extra, could you? Yeah, there's the link in chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Viking.
Yeah, so every mod that I've got, obviously apart from the map and the factories, everything else I've got is off of the in-game mod hub. There we go. Yeah, I really, really don't usually use third-party websites. The only thing I think, actually, even on my Wolf Creek map, the only thing I've got off of another website is the logistics storage mod there. Everything else is literally off the in-game mod hub.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There we go. But even some of them have freaking issues as well. Yeah, don't know. Actually, or this is actually for anybody out there currently, and maybe Mr. Scurvy, because I know Dave probably wouldn't have it. But is there a mod that adds an additional screen to your contract menu? It's usually around about just to the left here. It tells you, if say for instance you're doing a fertilizing contract, it'll actually, when you click on
Yep.
it, do you know what that mod is?
No. Contract details or something like that?
Okay. The reason I ask is somebody was using better contracts. Okay. I was watching somebody earlier that Papa.
Papa
Oh
Smurf?
no, I
No.
don't watch that. No. Pops, I
Up
should say.
there.
Pops. Yeah. Pops, whatever his name is. I can't think of the last part of his name. NBC mentioned to his part the other day, and I was watching him earlier anyway. Pop's Place.
Pop's place.
Yeah, and obviously he was actually using it for some of his fertilizing contracts. But obviously it gives you the information on how much fertilizer you exactly need for doing that contract. And he was
Yeah.
finding that it was coming up severely short. He was like having to go back to the main the shop to buy more, about 3-4 times just for that one contract. It's like, yeah, so just be careful of it, and maybe that one that was causing him the issue as well. Thinking back on it now, because he was
I
also,
wonder
see, that's something there's a bit of wolf in here.
if it's not reading precision farming.
It's possibly, yeah.
And if you have precision farming enabled, because that would throw off values quite a bit.
It would. And he's running precision farming as well, if I remember rightly.
Yep. So I'm guessing that might be.
There. Let's see if I can get this bugger to work.
No, but what is nice about those contracts, it does give you the field size, which I like.
Yeah. But then again, you could just walk into the field and some of them tell you. I think
You could do
there
that.
is
You could.
someone tell you that, don't they? Right. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with that. For once, Giants have got something half decent. Obviously, if the capacity was maybe a bit bigger, it'd be fine. But yeah, have a nice tipper there while you're on the rest of the field. Yeah, cool. Right. And what's left in there? 15,000. So that's very, very little. Obviously, that little field, I got 21 hay bales off of that. So that is not bad altogether. So yeah, definitely. The nice thing is I can turn it off outside here, and I should be able to fold baler. So left shift V. That should all fold back up. That is very, very cool. What about the flaps? You forgot that, didn't you? Close side panels. Oh, there we go. And again. Action. Oh, okay. And where is it? Where is it? Left shift V. There we go. Oh, that is really cool. I like that. Definitely going to be investing in that and trying that out again. That is. Now, just out of curiosity, did that affect my precision farming score at all? Da, 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 da. And well, how did I get rid of this freaking thing? Go away. pH soil type. Did I not purchase the soil for that? Yeah, I do. Oh, 52. So it has gone up 1 point from cutting that grass. So, not bad. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy to go back as well. So, set destination. So I want you to go back to the vehicle shop. Let's see how you do. I might be back for that in a minute, but... Oh, no, he's on the move. Cool. There we go. And this is mine. Got all the tractors off. Okay, and I'll come back later and I'll probably fertilise that field, so it's fine. So one thing I do need to do is make some more money. Money, 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 money. Yeah, I think some of these AI workers, when they're doing the driving, are kind of struggling a little bit on this map, I've noticed. Oh. Alright, now this bridge is a bit of a pain. There we go, come on. Where is he off to? Oh yeah, the vehicle shop, wouldn't he? Hopefully he can find his way back. But yes. Come on, come on. Come on, dude. I can actually buy some sheepies now, I think. Get them going. Actually, I'll think about it. Seasons, yes. 3 days, I think I'll set it to. We'll save that before I forget that again. I wonder what this map would look like if you're using that reshade thing on it that Mr. Reaper uses. That's one thing I have not added in yet, is that reshade. See them drive down the middle of the road. Yeah! Like this silly twerp in front of me who's right in the middle of the road. It may just be the end point, but... Oh yeah. Yeah, they're not the smartest of guys, are they? That is for definite. Right, so let's deactivate that. Right. Oh. Hello, kiddo. Do you want to say hello? No? Okay. My daughter says no. Bless her. Right. So. That should be about right. Why? Well, that's clever. Why doesn't it take off the trailer? It should. Righty. Are you gonna fall off or what? Come on. There we go. Yeah, don't do this at home. That's terrible. Whoops. Right. Yes, the only thing with some of these is the collision when unloading is not nice. And my straight driving is not good either. Is that going to take it or not? Or am I not over the trigger? Probably not over the trigger, right? Oh well. I can sort that out, not a problem. There we go. So actually, a few other things that I did pick up along the way as well. So I've got a new seeder, a new planter. After I grabbed one of the Horse Pronto, I think it is, off the in-game mod hub. It's kind of a nice one. And I'm doubling that up with the Vadistad there from the in-game. Oh, I won't pronounce it. I don't think I've added anything else that's new yet. So, slowly getting there, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm kinda on... See, I'm thinking maybe down there for my animals. Or up in this area here, because it's quite a nice flatland area. I think it might be a nice little extension out here of the cows and the sheep and that over here instead. I don't know. Depending on what the pen will be, I go for. Now, let's have a little look in game. Which one would I want to go for? A sheepy, probably the biggest one. And the nice thing is, I could use some of these trees as like a inner pen object type thing. But yeah, not sure about that. Have to see what's on the in-game mod hub. Kind of getting bored with some of these in-game ones now. Used them a lot on obviously Wolf Creek there. Need a break. Might grab that one there's a pack that has some from 19. They're kind of nice cheap pens in there. Here we go. Maybe. They do seem a little bit more smoothed edged, those bells, don't they? See what you mean. I do see what you mean. But yeah, it's really kind of cool with these storages. You can actually mix and match your pallets and bales and stuff inside them if you wanted to. There we go. That is done. Really? Okay, don't move your mouse when you're turning the engine off. It'll just keep folding up. That's cool. Right then, let's have a little look. See. Obviously, I do need to get that some sunflowers in. So, when are they ready? Ooh, good. Okay. Right. Big tractor. Let's go find many of those first of all. Get them back to the farm. There's you. You can be dropped off. He actually made it. I'm surprised. There's that. So you can be returned. I'll take you back to the main farm because I actually purchased that one. And return. Can't be bothered to get out. Yeah, at some point I do need to get down and pick up this fertilizer and seed. But that can wait for another day. There we go. Righty. Before the day withers on, might as well get that sunflower on the go and in the ground. Right, while you're driving, let me just make sure on something. Da, 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 da. Yes, I've got that score. Okay, that's cool. Very cool. Gotcha. Sorry, I wanted that sign out of the way. There we go. And we'll come back in a minute and grab that tractor so he's not in the way. Grab a big boy and probably spend the next half hour or so doing that field. Well, at least quarter of an hour to the end of the stream. Yeah, definitely.
Quarter of an hour.
Definitely. What?
Oh, no.
Yep, quarter of an hour. And have to find someone to raid out to. There we go.
Pop's still on.
Is he?
Ryan's on too.
Pops and Ryan.
Ryan.
Let me guess, they're both on this map. Or is Ryan playing
I
something
would
else?
bet you mug is on as well. Underhill Valley. Underhill Valley.
Oh,
You mug's
man.
on a different one though.
Yeah. Gamer Mama's live. Yeah, there's a few choices there. Probably go with Pop's place because he's kind of nice. See if he's figured out his issue yet with the contracts. There we go. Right then. I'm still umming and ahhing whether I want to get rid of this thing. I really don't know about that pink friggin' thing.
Oh,
And
come on. It's
Eminem's
beautiful.
on, is he?
I would have had that out there day one.
Yeah. He's alright, Eminem. The only thing is, I don't really watch him as much as I suppose I should. I like family-friendly people as well, and a few of the streams
Yes, Mama.
that I've seen.
Speaking of family friendly, hello, Mama Dude.
Hey, Mama Do, how you doing, my dear? Cool. Mama Do 53. There we go. Obviously, if you guys are not following Mama Do, please, guys, go give her a follow, and she gets a double shout out just for that. I'm doing great, and how about you? Definitely doing good, are you? Good, 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 good.
Yeah, I'm doing all right myself.
Yep, we've got Mr. Dajna in chat here, and Scurvy Hyam. But yeah, if you're not following her, please go give her a follow. Even if you just lurk in her stream, she's absolutely amazing person just to have in the background. Obviously, please say hi as well when you go in. That, I need to set all this up now. Oh, with 12 millimeter. Actually, hang on. Yeah, I'll just put it as planter actually. Oh, with that. Hopefully this is it's going to allow me to save it. Planter. Save. There. There we go. Good. Oh, it did. Look at that. It allowed me to do it. Right, so rotate. There. One sec, I'll just get this set up. Oh, didn't mean to do that. X. 3. B. Oh, fiddlesticks. Helps if I change it to sunflowers, wouldn't it? My goodness gracious me. Right. There we go. Cool. Right then. People. Yeah, it's nice when people write in chat. Yeah, exactly. Even yeah, just say hi or how you doing. At least then streamers know that there is people out there watching. Even if you're just gonna do exclamation mark lurk or whatever, it is nice.
I got caught lurking earlier.
Did you? Oh, who stream?
Kubi,
Yeah.
he did the nitro racing, and I joined the race. Even though he goes, Dave, are you gotta be here? He goes, yeah,
Oh yeah.
couldn't sneak into nitro racing.
Wow. So when are you gonna add nitro racing to yours?
That'll be NBC can have it. You guys can do it. I got enough stuff going on.
Oh. Hey there, Vertex. How you doing, bud? Yeah, the worst thing is a lot of the time when I'm lurking, I'm usually cooking. But I'll try and say hi when I do pop in, if I want to. Yeah. But yeah, obviously a lot of you guys are probably playing the game or playing a game and just got a stream in the background. I do exactly the same thing. I do exactly the same thing. But yeah, I think I'll definitely keep it. I think for raiding out today, I'm probably just going to keep it as somebody who's playing this map if they're still live. My first option would be obviously Pop's place, because obviously I did raid over to him on Monday, and he seems to love the map. But also we've got Mr. Ryan K as well out there. The only thing I found a buggy about Ryan is the music he plays in the background. Gives me a headache. You prefer to watch the stream and interact with chat? Yeah. Oh, you mean you don't play at the same time as watching your streams? That's terrible. Right, there's that. Let's deactivate you, get you turned over. But yeah, Mamadou, what map are you currently on? Are you still on the Silver Run, or have you gone on to somewhere else? I know you were spending some time on there. Um,
I'll be back. Gotta
Okay.
put the garbage out.
Yep. Because if you like a chat, you're on Camden. Ah, okay. Very. How are you enjoying that? You can't multitask, sir. Oh, Viking can't multitask. Yeah. Uh. Actually, usually when I'm either I'll be playing or modding, but I'll also have like at least 2 or 3 streams up on my other one if they're SGA members or somebody I like. It's nice, is it? Oh, good. Cool. We need to get you on. Are you on P? You are on PC, aren't you, Mamadou? Because I'd love to see you on one, like maybe this map or something. See how you get on with it. That would be definitely interesting. Obviously, this is a map by Mr. You're on PC, yeah. Okay. So, obviously, this is for anyone really. If you haven't seen this map, so obviously, because obviously you used to Elm Creek, you know some of it. So this is Elm Creek, but it's been extended out to 4x. Also, it's by NBC Master called, or by NBC MasterDad, I should say, and it's called Underhill Valley. And what he's basically done is gone through, removed all the roads and stuff. And obviously, you don't have to go too far into it if you don't want to. Obviously, this has got mining on it, lots and lots of productions if you're into that sort of thing. But the fields themselves are obviously a lot of similar sort of sizes to what are on Elm Creek, but also you got some really big ones as well going around. I think you probably do quite well on this map. It's very opened up, very airy. You get some good starting equipment as well. So that's the main farm there. Obviously I've removed a few things myself. You get like a big silo there. There's an additional shed that I've obviously removed. But it's all class equipment pretty much when you start. So, but it is a shame that you cannot have it on like console. But anyone who who's on PC can definitely download it and play if they wanted to. I'm enjoying the new DLC now. Chaff can if chaff can work on my PS5 and PS, I'd be happy. Why is your chaff not working? Chaff's a base game product. Or am I missing something? Actually, let me turn that down a little bit. And also, for anyone, is it in the mod hub? No, unfortunately. If in the link in the chat above, you should see like a pinned message. That's the link for the map. And then obviously on the Sim Game Alliance website, you can actually get the mod folder switcher or download Wolf Creek in the mod pack, and you can put them all together. Yeah, obviously a lot of the ditches have been removed. A lot of the things that are basically a pain in the bum about that map. Yeah, so there's that. So no clue. Yosho thought my fill limit was on it. Wasn't. Hmm. I only know how to use. Ah, okay. Maybe one of these days we can get you on a different map. It's kind of similar setup. Oh, and Woolsey13F, thank you very much for the follow there, bud, and welcome on in. Obviously, yeah, if you ever want to try it out, obviously Vikings just posted a link for how to set up the mod for the switcher, and it is a good idea actually, to be honest, with Farm Sim. If you've got multiple maps in the same folder, they can cause issues. So Mr. Dashnet did go through, create a little program that you can put on your computer that allows you to switch between different maps. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, so currently I've got, I think, about 5 save games on the go at the minute. Different maps and stuff, so... Also, I've got a couple of test maps set up, so... Yeah, and I can just literally click on one, and poof, done. While that's going up there, let me pause that 1 sec, and I can just show it off before the end of this stream. So... This is basically the mod folder switcher. You literally create a new folder on your desktop. When you want to link it to this, all you do is select one of these buttons, drag and drop the folder into here, and what it's going to do is automatically name it and add the pathing in up here. You've got to run for meetings. Alright, see you later, Mr. Scurvy. Obviously, you can change the button color to however you want. So if you want a pink button, you can do. Obviously, you get a little preview there. If you want to change the text to maybe green, you can do that as well. You can also set up a mod folder for your favorites and have them all imported into your folder when you set up a new one, if you wanted to. Obviously, when you've got all this set up, you can just click on finish, and then you can just add your mods to that particular folder. Obviously, for me at the minute, I'm on Underhill Valley right here. Obviously, I've got the competition map, Canyon Crossing, which is a kind of a few mods I'm putting to the side ready. I got revisited there, Silver Run, NBC Acres. Obviously, that's what this was originally, is the NBC Acres map. But obviously, he's gone through, removed a lot of things out there, so you'll figure it out. Yeah, and obviously, if you do want to give it a try and you have issues, obviously, there's myself, Mr. Dashnet, who created it. Oh, we're always streaming, and people out there in the SGA who are more than welcome to answer any questions for you. But it is definitely well worth trying out. Hello, woman. Moo's on a call in the bedroom. SR? Or school friends? Oh, okay. I don't know. Kids in a Discord call. Right, question. If you had the old PV mod folder switcher and now have installed it, you can use both of them at the same time. Obviously, if you're still using the 19 version, you can still have it installed if you wanted to. With the 22, they do not conflict or anything. There's no issues. I've got both of them currently installed. Yeah, I don't know why you'd have any issues with the latest one, because they're basically 2 different programs, even though they're very much the same. Obviously, it also depends on what the issues are, I suppose. But yeah, if you want to message me later, let me know what the issues are. Is it just the installing or something? Sometimes what I have, obviously, depending on how you're trying to do it, obviously, things to remember is try having it zipped up, unzipped. Obviously, zip programs on your computer can affect that. Obviously, the browser you're downloading can affect it as well. Obviously, some people have had better luck, say, we're using like Firefox. Obviously, security settings could affect it, your malware, stuff like that. Even, actually, I think somebody mentioned the other day to me, it was their actual Windows program as well was having funny issues with it. So, I just realised something. I did not update that, did I? But yeah, if you do need any additional help, give me a shout in Discord later. Let me purchase that again. There we go. I was looking at the little mini map there and thinking, why is that not showing up that other part that I added? When did the judge issue a... He failed
Oh
to appear.
boy.
Really, HC? Oh my god. Oh! Anyway, I'm gonna put this on hired helper a minute. Because I need to actually now jump off, because things to do, washing up and all that. How you doing there, Narinja? I've been trying to get a heating plant to work. Mine is producing methane, but I don't. So what you need to do, on the link in chat above, if you're on your PC, you should see it. Click on that link quickly, actually, because NBC's actually now updated the map. It should be electric coming out. Let me do exclamation map. Actually, there you go. There's a link there as well in chat. If you click on that, that'll give you the updated version and give it a try from there. Basically, the BHP and the bio heating plant here, this one here and that one, were both outputting methane for some daft reason. He didn't update it to electricity. But give that a try. If you do have any issues, you're more than welcome to reach out on the website or direct to NBC or myself, and we'll give it a try. But as I mentioned, that is going to be it for today. Where the heck are we? Wedges and credits. There it is. So get them running. Just want to say a big, huge thank you to everyone for the jump scares earlier, the screams, everything. Much appreciated. Thanks for the link and the info. No worries, bud. Yeah, obviously, thank you to Paul Banks, Court Farm UK. I'm still unsure on how to pronounce that other ones, but the JLJBA36. Liam Perry Farms, much appreciated for the follow, by the way. Darth Baltimore and obviously Scrivhaven for the resub, Viking Streaming for the resub, much appreciated. And a big huge thank you to everyone anyway. Right, let's have a look. Hopefully he's still going. Obviously, like I said, I wanted to stay with this map really. So actually, you got a choice. You got Pop's Place or this Ryan K. They're both playing this map at the minute, guys. Hey KW, how you doing? Obviously, I'm probably going to aim towards Pop's Place. He is obviously a veteran, a Navy veteran, so that's the main reason. But obviously, you got Ryan K, who is a member. The only thing is, the music puts me off his streams, to be honest. So obviously, I'm going to go to Pop's Place, but obviously, if you've got somebody else you want to go watch, you are more than welcome to. But please stick with us, guys. And we're going to go check out what Pops is up to today. So let's get this up and rolling. There we go, hopefully. So let's go show him some SGA love. I need to get him up actually before I raid over, because last time I totally missed everything that went on. But anyway, I'll be back again on Friday, guys. Same time as usual. And then raiding over to Mr. Dashnet. But also make sure to check out Dashnet later when he goes live to see what he's up to on the map. But until then, guys, have a great couple of days. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Adios.